Welcome to the Send Help Podcast, a podcast and a lifeline for moms who are stuck in the trenches of mommyhood, bringing them encouragement through Jesus, laughter, and sisterhood. Hello, Christy.
Hey, Amanda.
How are you today?
I'm good.
Yeah,
How are you?
good. I love your hat.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
I really wish that hat really fit me better.
Wow.
I have a giant head, so cute girl hats don't really fit me. So I have to put it on the very last one, and then I have to like squeeze it down and put a ponytail through it.
Oh,
Force it on my head.
We should find you like an extender. Like maybe there's like an extender that fits into the little snaps.
Yeah. I think we just need to take out the thing and put like elastic. Like
There you
some
go.
leopard elastic.
Yeah.
Wasn't that what we were going to do from the beginning?
That
Doesn't
seems
it
vaguely
feel
familiar.
vaguely familiar?
Yeah.
That was like it was pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so cute though,
Oh,
Christy.
the plans that were made in 2019.
Christy made these hats for us.
Yeah.
They say Jesus, laughter, and sisterhood, and they say Send Help Podcast.
Yeah.
And it's got a lady sipping coffee like, ooh. It's amazing. I love it.
I can't see it. So
No, it's not.
that's too far away for me to
No,
look
but I
at and
do
see
love-
anything.
This is one of my favorite patterns still.
Yes, me too.
It's my steering wheel cover.
Oh, yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
I'm so old that I have a steering wheel cover because Tim hates it. He hates it.
Why?
He hates it with a passion of 1,000 suns.
Oh.
He says that it covers up the odometer, speedometer.
How?
What is it?
Oh,
Odometer?
yeah. Let's just go with that one.
How? I don't know.
How does it cover it up?
He said that it he can't see the fabric covers where he can. I can see it just fine.
I mean, it's not like it's 5 inches thick.
I'm like, move your chair.
Yeah.
Nope. Doesn't work for him.
Okay.
He hates it. He hates it so much.
Man.
I'm like, well, you don't drive my car.
Yeah.
And I need something to keep my steering wheel
Yeah.
cool because it is too hot during the summer. Too hot.
I kind of want to get one and bring over here, and you can sneak out to his truck in the middle of the night.
Oh
and
my
put it on.
gosh. Let's get a fuzzy one.
Yeah.
Oh, let's do it.
Can we get like a disco ball for his rearview mirror also?
Yes.
You could just put all the things in his car. We could get like a little bobblehead for the dash too.
He's going to hear this, though.
Oh.
That's the problem.
We're not going to do any of those things.
None of that's going to happen.
that's going to happen.
Never. Now he's going to get up
Ever.
earlier and
Yeah.
leave the house earlier just
Yeah.
to check his car.
Yeah.
Especially when you and I start recording at night sometimes.
Yeah.
He's going to be checking his car.
Yeah.
His van. Although that would be perfect timing.
It would.
For real, though.
He thinks we're recording, but we're really putting stuff in his car.
Right.
We should just do it a little bit at a time and see if he notices.
Oh, he'll notice.
Just little things, a little bit at a time.
Yes. That's amazing. Just sneak it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he would hate it. And I think that he could get in trouble for it
Oh.
if he left it. But if it's an obvious thing, he'll take it off immediately and it'll be funny.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. He does have a Bath and Body Works wallflower plugged into his truck.
Yeah.
So who knows? Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all, my hair is just all up on my neck.
Uh-oh.
And it's still wet in some places because I took a shower this morning. I'm sorry. I'm going to get it. All right, there. Not going to touch it anymore.
Nope.
Done touching it. Okay. Let's rechannel
Right?
podcast energy.
Yeah.
Podcast.
Woo!
Oh my
Okay, so yesterday
gosh.
was field day.
Yes, tell me about field day because you did not look happy.
So okay, so the two classes were in two completely different areas. And this is like a 10-acre field.
The joy of multiples, because I don't have multiples. I don't know.
Yeah. The field is huge. It's like a 10-acre field, I feel like. So one class was close to the school building and the other class was on the outskirts of the field. So, and then in the middle of the field, there's like this, I would call it a ravine, but it's not huge. It's only like maybe 3 or 4 feet that it slopes drastically down and then slopes back up. So they don't let the kids walk through that. They make them go around, obviously.
Yeah.
So I got really tired of going around it. And Carson
was with you.
got really tired of walking.
Yeah, Carson had to go with you, right?
Yeah, Carson had to go with me because he doesn't have school anymore. So he got really tired of walking, and I keep an umbrella stroller in the car, like at all times. It lives in the car. It's just always there because you never know where you're going to be or what you're going to be doing, and one of them just is past that point and whatever. Sit down.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I went and got it. I started pushing him around. But I got really tired of going around the little ravine thing to go back and forth.
Yeah.
I was like, we're just going to go down the hill and up the hill.
Yeah.
But you got to walk. Like, I can't push you through this because it's not like the nice, even ground that's, mowed. And, like that's where all of the wildflowers are and the tall grass. There's one little area where there's rocks, I guess, for water.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't understand
that makes sense. Yeah.
Whatever. So we went to the place where the rocks were. I'm like, okay, you got to get up and walk through. And he refused. He just like flat out was like, no.
Oh my.
Like, really, dude? Really?
What did you do?
I left him in the stroller and walked across the ravine to the other side to go watch Avery do hurdles.
How did that go over?
Not well. Not well. So he's sitting there. Well, he had stood up at this point, and he's crying, like screaming, crying. And there were a few parents on his side of the ravine that were like looking at him and kind of looking around like
where's your parent?
Where is, like, there's a random stroller and child facing the ravine, like, and he's screaming, what is going on? And I looked at him and I was like, all you got to do is walk across the rocks, bud. And they all were like, oh, okay. And like they turned around and went about their business. Like, I see what's happening now.
Solidarity.
Yeah. And he wouldn't. He refused. So like I go back over there and I like take his hands and I'm like, just walk. He wouldn't do it. Like he was dead weight in my hands. So the more I pulled him, he's like, at that weird angle leaning forward into my hands and his feet are dragging behind him kind of thing.
Oh my gosh.
It didn't go well. I almost missed Avery running hurdles. I left him there. I mean, actually, I picked up the stroller and walked the stroller across.
It's not like he wasn't safe.
And I know.
He was safe.
We were at the elementary school with a whole bunch of parents and teachers, and it was fine.
Fine.
And he wasn't that far away from me, really.
Yeah.
So, but he finally, like, once I took the stroller across and he was like, she really is going to leave me here, he walked across.
I do that to Josh in stores all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I'm
then
going.
we get across. He immediately sits back down in the stroller. and just continues to cry.
Oh my gosh.
So then Avery's event is over and three-legged race is about to begin on the other side.
Field day is like a full-on
Yeah.
marathon for
Yeah.
parents when you have more than one kid.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, going across the rocks didn't really work. I can go down a steep hill and around and back up a steep hill. Let's try that option. Well, umbrella strollers suck.
Yeah, they do. No, they're not made for
The
off-roading.
wheels don't really go the way that you need them to, especially when
No.
you're in grass. If there are
No.
any pebbles or rocks or, bumps in the road involved, it doesn't always go well. So I get down the hill and I'm trying to turn the stroller and go back up the other hill on the other side. And it just kept going at a weird angle. It wouldn't ever turn so that we were facing up the hill. It just kept going at this weird, like, diagonal across the hill. And it was steep. So, like, I couldn't keep it from, like, tipping. As I'm trying to push it up the hill, it's also tipping sideways.
No way.
I was like, this is not working. I'm about to lose him.
Yeah.
So I stop in the middle of the hill and he's already crying. Like, he never stopped crying, really. So he's already crying. I grab him under the shoulders and pick him up, which once again, he's choosing to dead weight me. So I end up just like tossing him onto the ground as I'm losing the stroller. And I'm like, do you see the stroller? This is what's going to happen to you. Do you want to roll down the hill in the stroller? No. Then you have to walk up the hill. So he finally is like, okay. And he walks up, the 2 feet left of the hill. We get back to the top. He immediately sits back down in the stroller. And he's just like huge crocodile tears, crying, sobbing.
Oh my gosh.
So this school counselor is standing right there watching the kindergarten class. And then one of my friends was standing there and they were both like, "Oh, Carson, what's the matter, dude?" And he wouldn't answer them. And I said, I made him walk up the hill. And they both just like immediately, solidarity, like, "Oh no, I can't believe you would do that."
Oh my goodness. What a horrible mom.
I know. So 3-legged race is over. We have to go back to the other side again.
Yeah.
So we get to the rocks.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not doing the hill again.
Heck no.
I can't do the hill again.
No way.
So we get back over to the rocks. And again, he's refusing to get up. Like, this just continued on and on and on. He's refusing to get up again. I dumped him out of the stroller.
Yes.
I literally, he wouldn't stand up on his own. I didn't know what else to do at this point. And I'm like, I can't carry you because I'm going to twist an ankle or fall on the rocks and drop you on the rocks. Like, this is not going to go well. I can't carry you across it.
Mm-mm.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm having to drag the stroller
Yeah, no.
across it.
not
So I'm like,
happening.
this is not happening. But they're at this end of the ravine, and I would have to walk all the way down it
No.
and around and
No.
all the way back.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, no, we're going across this spot right here. We just are. That's what's happening. So yeah, I just lifted the handles up until he was forced to put his feet on the ground, and I just kept going with it until he was no longer in the stroller. And he, like, I could, like, watching him, I could see on his face, he's torn between this whole do I just stand up? Because I could just put my feet down and stand up. But I'm not in a good mood, and I'm already been crying for 20 minutes. So I could take this further into a tantrum and just collapse onto the ground like she threw me.
What do I do?
I could see him process. He chose the tantrum.
Oh my gosh.
But then he also got up and walked across the rocks because he was fully aware at that point that I would leave him there again.
Mm-hmm.
So. And Avery and Annabelle were great because every time we got back to the other side, like they would come and hug him and
Yeah.
you're okay, Carson. Try to make him feel better, get him to stop crying. It never really worked.
And you're just like, suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah, he cried pretty much the entire time.
Well, that's his choice. He
Yeah.
made a choice.
I was
He made
like,
a
don't
choice.
you want to watch Avery do the long jump? No. I mean, yes. Okay, well, you got to walk across this thing again. Do you want to see Annabelle do the sack race? Okay, well, we got to walk across the ravine again. It was perfect. It was wonderful. It was a great day.
It was perfect. It was perfect. Was it wonderful?
It was wonderful. And I thanked God for not throwing me out of my stroller and being more gentle with me when it was time for me to make a move.
Definitely a lesson in that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I know that you push us sometimes, God, but you've never thrown me down a ravine, so thank you.
Hey, there's purpose in this
There's
process.
purpose in the process. I did not throw my child down a ravine.
No.
That's not what happened.
He could have
But
thrown himself
He
in the ravine.
almost did
Yeah.
throw himself down it a couple of
How
times.
many
throwing
times
a
have we
tantrum.
been in that place?
Yeah.
I mean, for real.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to be.
I don't want to be here.
I never
and I'm
want
going
to
to throw a
be-
tantrum. And in the process of throwing myself on the ground to throw a tantrum, I throw myself off a cliff.
I never want to be that unmovable.
Right. Yeah.
That the Lord's telling me to do something, and I am so
No, you're going to have to
unmoved.
turn this stroller upside down and throw me down the hill. to
No,
get me there.
no.
No.
No, but have the words not come out of your mouth before? God's going to have to hit me on the head with it.
Right?
Or he's going to have to like going to knock me
Yeah.
on the head. Like, I know I've said something to that extent. God's going to have to knock me over with it. Like, he's going to have to do something.
Yeah.
He's going to have to show up in such a huge
Gonna
way
have
that
to
he's going
hit
to have
me in
to
the
hit me
face with it so
Yeah.
that I see it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No.
No, thank you.
No. No, we
Nope.
now have a visual representation of what that looks like,
Yes.
and I don't want it.
I'm telling you to get up and walk.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Like,
don't
can you
like it.
imagine if like the man on the mat wouldn't get up and Jesus was like, I just healed you, but you have to get up and walk
What
now.
if he never got
and
up
never
and walked?
got up?
Yeah. Never knew he was healed.
Yeah. His friends had to like pull the mat out from under him and like knock him on his feet.
Whoa.
Right?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get up and walk.
Okay. Hold on. Y'all. I have to write something down.
I like when
Just-
she gets that look on her face.
Oh my gosh. Talk amongst yourselves.
Walking on walkways and walking on parkways. Go.
Yes.
Coffee talk. Oh my goodness. That was the best decade of SNL ever. It's never been the same. No offense to any of the current comedians. You know, after I gave him a Lunchable, though, he was in a completely different mood. He was totally fine and willing to walk wherever I wanted him to. It's very typical. He got hangry at me at 8 o'clock in the morning, which is about right. I missed his third breakfast.
Okay. Okay. Oh, Holy Spirit, please put all this together. 'Cause, whoa. He just brought it all together. Like it's all together.
Okay.
Now. Yeah, we're gonna use them all.
Go.
We're gonna use it all.
Okay.
Can you please look up the Matt guy's story?
The
Matt guy, the guy on the mat.
Oh,
Look up his story. Find the scripture. Find it. Go.
I already forgot that we had talked about that. I was like,
Go.
what Matt guy?
Matt talk. Go.
The Matt talk. That's what I thought. I thought you were talking about the Matt talk guy. I was like, he has a story? I thought he just liked to encourage people.
No. The dude.
The one lowered from the
dude.
ceiling or the
No,
one
the
at the
one
water?
by the pool. The one by the
Okay.
pool. That he
Which
told to get
lame
up.
person being healed are we
Like,
talking?
okay, but here's the deal: is that God did. I mean, Jesus did. As so many of the healed people
Yes.
had to do something. Oh
They did.
man,
They had to do
Okay.
something.
Okay.
Go and wash or go and
Oh,
Oh, by the way, one of my favorite moments on The Chosen was this particular the man at the pool. It just was. It was one of my favorite ones.
if we had the rights to show it, we would drop it in now, but we don't. So go find it.
Go find it. I'll pay it forward and you can go watch it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I was going to tell this story because I was going to actually take video of this huge vine, this dead vine that I was trying to
Keep going.
Okay, so this vine is on my back fence. My back fence is a mess. And I was looking for this trellis because I didn't want to go and buy a new one, but I have this huge rose bush that is just basically on the ground because it's a vining rose bush and it needs something to hold on to. So instead of buying a new one, I was like, I think that I see one, but I have to start hacking away at it. So I started to trim away. And as I was trimming, I started to reveal more and more stuff behind it. And the Lord just started talking. And I was like, oh my gosh, there is something here. And it's this. First of all, the trellis itself is huge. It's way bigger than I thought it was, and it's going to be perfect for what I need it for. But inside this huge mess of vines, like it was a huge vining tree, and it's like over 6 feet tall, and there's so much. But inside was an actual living rose bush and an oak tree that is trying to live. It's trying to grow and it's finding the light. But I thought that it was just weeds and it was coming from the other side of the fence, but it's not. It's a tree. But the Lord was telling me that through carefully unwinding and cutting away at all of these vines that he was revealing things and he was doing things and he was showing me that there's a purpose in his process. And so when I thought that we were going to be talking about that today. But my little nugget of a son has come in here and he has messed with all of my Post-its. And y'all know how I am about my Post-its. And he has commandeered my Post-its and totally disappeared my notes on that whole subject. Have no idea where it is. So we were going to abandon ship on that whole topic because it felt like maybe that wasn't where we were going. So we were going to talk about, we were going to shift directions and talk about Isaiah 43:16 through 21. Because the Lord was talking to me again, because I was once again in my backyard, and there are some things in my life right now that I am really asking God to give me direction in, because we've gotten through the main miracle that we were praying for, which was this house, and now we have our next miracle that we're praying for. We're praying for breakthrough and we're praying for our baby. I mean, I can share that with you guys because you know that. You know that our heart is for adoption, and we really trust and believe that God has a daughter for us somewhere out there. Oh, it's on top of the couch on the back. Sorry, we're looking for the remote as well. And yesterday I was just really praying into it, and I just said, Lord, I just want to spend some time in your word. And while I was digging in, my Bible just kind of fell open to Isaiah 43:15 through 21. And it says this. I am the Lord, your Holy One, Israel's creator, your king. This is what the Lord says. He who made a way through the sea, a path through the mighty waters, who drew out the chariots and horses, the army and reinforcements together. And they lay there, never to rise again, extinguished, snuffed out like a wick. Forget the former things and do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the desert and streams in the wasteland. The wild animals honor me, the jackals and the owls, because I provide water in the desert and streams in the wasteland to give drinks to my people, my chosen, the people I formed for myself, that they may proclaim my praise. So that was written for people that had already been through exile and had seen incredible breakthrough. So the Lord is telling them to forget the former things. So forget the awesome things that have already happened, because he's making a new way and a new stream in the desert, right? So he is going to do new things, and he is doing a new thing. And when I was in my garden yesterday, I have this incredible, it's my rose bush is about 6'2", and it's, I don't know, 5 feet, 4 feet deep. Like, it's wide. And, it seems like when it went from cool to super hot and there was all that wind, it just burned up all of these incredible blooms. It was like in a super bloom. There were blooms all over it. And I thought that it was dying. And there are all these deadheads. The entire thing they're just deadheads. And they're a ton. They're just all of these burned up little, where there used to be flowers. And I have been snipping away at them because I really thought that this thing was dying. And as I was snipping away at it, I could see underneath, just right underneath these deadheads, were new branches and new life and new buds forming, but I couldn't see any of them because of the dead thing that was on top that was once beautiful and was once miraculous, right? And God was just like, you have to forget the former things. You have to cut it away because I'm doing something new. And there's a purpose for it, because there's a purpose in his process. And when she started talking about the guy on the mat, it triggered the process of healing, which I want to talk about when Christy comes back. But I want to stick for a second on forgetting the former things, because he's doing a new thing. I know that we are all feeling the rise in prices. And I know personally, I was praying this morning for a financial blessing from the Lord, that he would, that we would be able to give abundantly, and that this summer would not be one of lack, that it would be one of overflow, and that he would provide for us so that we would be able to bless and just really still serve other people. And I just want to encourage you that that's a word from the Lord for all of us, to forget the former things. So I want you to remember for a moment first that God has brought you out of something. God has done incredible things in your life. And don't forget that. But that's not the only thing he's going to do in your life. So much so that he says, forget the former things. I'm doing a new thing. I'm going to make streams in the desert. I'm going to make a way in the wilderness. He's going to do bigger and better things. And he is going to take us through this. He's going to make a way. He's going to do it again. 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 And he's going to do it in a bigger and better way. And it's not going to happen the same way. It's not going to look the same. It's going to be beautiful. And it's not even going to be on the same branch. But we have to cut down the things that are dead and the former things so that we can make way for the new. But, okay, so I really want to talk about the guy on the mat. All right, so want to go back to the vines, right? So when I was back there, I was like, Lord, I feel like this is really about healing.
Yeah.
I feel like this is really about healing because so many times we ask the Lord to heal us right like that, just like that. Heal me, Lord.
Right.
Heal me, Lord. Heal me. Please just bring healing. And I love it when he does that. I love it when he heals right away in an instant because he can. And it's a beautiful, miraculous show of faith building power.
Right.
Right. And I think that that is really the purpose of doing that. When he does heal us in an instant, it is so that people will see something that's unexplainable because that right there is evidence of God.
Right.
And people need to see it. But I feel like when you're walking with the Lord, there are some times when I know this, it's not I feel this. I know there are times when your healing is not going to come in an instant because there is a purpose in the process of healing. And there's a purpose in God's process because he wants you to participate in something.
Right.
And we see that in the way that Jesus healed people. Like the guy on the mat.
Yeah. You want me to read it?
Yes.
Okay, so it's John 5. I looked down and
Yeah, I know. It's really hard.
It was all up on
It's
me.
hard to read things. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So it's John 5. Sometime later, Jesus went up to Jerusalem for one of the Jewish festivals. Now there is in Jerusalem near the sheep gate.
Sheepgate.
Sheepgate.
You're such a sheepgate.
A pool, which in Aramaic is called Bethesda, and which is surrounded by 5 covered colonnades. Here a great number of disabled people used to lie, the blind, the lame, the paralyzed. One who was there had been an invalid for 38 years. When Jesus saw him lying there and learned that he had been in this condition for a long time, he asked him, "Do you want to get well?" "Sir," the invalid replied, "I have no one to help me into the pool when the water is stirred. While I'm trying to get in, someone else goes down ahead of me." Then Jesus said to him, "Get up, pick up your mat and walk." At once the man was cured. He picked up his mat and walked.
Okay, so Jesus healed him, but what if he never got up and walked?
Right?
What if he never had the faith to get up and walk? Because that took incredible faith to like, this guy has been an invalid his whole life. He didn't just like, oh, my leg hurts, so I'm going to lay down. No, he's never been able to walk.
Yeah.
We think. I mean, does it say that?
It just said it had been 38 years.
38 years. 38 years. So, I mean, we don't know if he's 38 years old.
Yeah.
He could have been.
He could have been.
We don't know.
Yeah.
But 38 years he's been laying on that mat.
Right.
So it's not like this was an easy decision to just get up.
Right.
For 38 years he's not been able to get up. So
like he could have been like, "Are you going to stick around and put me in the water?"
Right.
How's this going to work?
But he had the faith.
Right.
The infilling of faith.
Right.
After seeing Jesus. Now, this is not the resurrected Jesus.
No.
This is the man Jesus.
Yes.
They don't have the Bible in front of them.
No.
So they don't know.
Right.
These people they're just stepping out in faith.
Right.
They're saying, okay, I'm going to do it. So he gets up. Like, he gets up. How do you think he felt? Like, first of all, like, what is that thought process?
Right.
okay, I'm going to stand up.
Yeah. It's just going to happen.
I'm going to do it. Gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like,
And like my thought, I don't know what went through any of their minds, but my thought would be like, I don't know how to walk.
right? Right? Like it's
does
not
he
just like breathing.
Fix that part of your like when Jesus heals you,
Yeah.
does he heal you so completely that one, your muscles are not going to fail you?
Yeah.
Your muscles will be able
Don't
to
you know his
hold
legs
your
are
weight up.
teeny tiny?
Yeah. And that you'll also know how to walk.
Did anyone help him? Did anybody like, hey
Exactly.
man, let me give you a
I'll help you up. Yeah. Don't
or
know.
did he just like, okay,
Yeah.
sit up and stand up? Was he like the bionic man? Did
Right.
it just happen automatically?
Yeah.
Was that a part of his healing that he could just like stand up?
Yeah.
When he was healed, did his muscles grow back?
Yeah.
Or were they still super atrophied? Was he basically
know.
walking on toothpicks? Like, these are all my questions.
I know.
This is what
Yeah. I have a lot of
these
questions
are the
about it
a
also.
lot of
Yeah.
people when they get to heaven want to talk to like Paul and they want to talk to Moses. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I want to talk to the woman with the issue of blood.
Yeah.
I want to first and foremost, I want to meet her at the gate.
Yeah.
Then like this dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy with the crippled hand that stretched it out.
Yeah.
I want to talk to the guy that was blind that put the Jesus
That he
spit in the mud.
Yeah.
I mean, but like think about all
Did
of these
you
stories,
know that
right?
Jesus was spitting on you? Did you? I mean, you couldn't see it. So
Right.
did you
It
know?
was
Were you a little
warm.
weirded out by that?
Was it warm or was it cold?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know. Geez, these are the questions that I have. Like, these are the thoughts that I have. Like, okay. And then you just went and washed it off. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be easier because he can walk to the water.
Right.
Like, that's fine. I can stumble over there. It's
Did you
cool.
know how to get home?
Right. Right. What a totally different
Yeah.
experience.
Like he heals the blind man. He says, just go straight home. Don't tell anybody. Did you know how, like, were you counting your steps and when to turn? Like, did you still have to go through that process? Did you
Yeah.
know which house was yours when you saw it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Deep thoughts on Jesus' healing.
I'm telling you, though. I mean, what did
That
these
have nothing to
people's
do with the
lives
healing.
look like after they got
Right.
healed? What do you do with your
Was it an
life?
adjustment? Was the sun like super bright? Did it hurt your eyes?
Once the guy is no longer, because this, we learned with the cloak, the beggar's
Right.
cloak,
Right.
that is an occupation.
Yes.
So what do you do now?
Yes. Yeah, the
You spent-
beggar's cloak, the crippled, the lame, the leper, like everyone had a cloak to identify themselves.
You spent 38 years laying next to a pool. What do you do now?
Yeah,
What did
Yeah.
he do before? I mean, 38 years, that's a long time.
it is a long time.
Unless he was like 68. So, so when he was 30, what did you do when you were 30?
Right.
Are his legs of a 30-year-old?
Ooh.
Like,
Maybe.
is he strong
Don't
as an
know.
ox now? I don't know. These are all questions. But the point is there was a process.
Right. Yeah, we kind of went on a tangent.
I know.
Little
I
bit,
know. Well,
little
that's
bit,
fine.
Little bit.
It's okay. The point is there is a process to Jesus'
There is.
healing.
Yeah.
Every single time he healed somebody,
Yes.
there was a process.
Yes.
Sure, he called out to Lazarus and told him to come out.
Right.
There were times where he did heal in an instant,
Mm-hmm.
but there were so many times. I feel like there are more times that there was a process that we
Yes.
hear about than there were that he healed in an
And,
instant.
also there were times that he wanted to teach the Pharisee that was watching something.
Yes. How many times when he healed in an instant was it for the person or was it for the people?
Right.
Or the person that came and
Right.
got them and asked them?
Because, the man at the pool,
yeah.
surely he had heard of Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, word had spread
For
of
sure.
this man.
Yes.
So surely, like, how many people at the pool were like, well, I can't get up and go find him, so I guess I got to sit here and wait for the pool. And then all of a sudden he's in front of you.
Right?
Yeah. I
tell
don't
you
have
what,
to get into the pool because he came and found me.
It's the process, though. Like, how stunted, like I don't know that I have always gotten up and gone to the pool
Right.
after he said, okay, you're good now, go do this.
Yeah.
How often have I really followed through with the whole process? I really have wanted him to finish it completely for me.
Right.
For healing. And there are still things in my body that I'm really waiting for healing for.
Right.
But I'm not sure that I haven't finished the process.
Now, if someone spit on my eyes, I would definitely complete the process
Oh,
of
for
going
sure.
and washing.
For sure. But this one
But
specifically.
that's probably not going to be what your process is.
Yeah, this one specifically. Like the woman with the issue of blood, she went and found him, and like that was a part of the
Right.
process. It was her faith got
Going
her
and
there.
finding him.
Done.
Yes.
You know, like he healed her in an instant, but she got to him. So
Yes.
that was process.
Yes.
There is something major here. And I love that we get to join, like he lets us join in on this process.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful connection. And it gives us ownership of a part of this healing journey where it's like the little girl trying to help carry the suitcase up the stairs with her daddy. Is she really doing a whole lot? No. But does he let her help him? Yes.
Yeah.
Does it give her a sense of accomplishment, like she did something?
Right.
And she feels really strong?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like that's a part of this. I mean, we're not powerful enough to heal ourselves.
Right.
But God lets us join in on this process, and it's really beautiful. But we do have a part to play if he's choosing this kind of healing.
Yes.
He's never going to just leave you unhealed.
Right.
That's not in his character.
No.
He came to bind up the brokenhearted and, to bring healing. And like that's a big part of his mandate.
Right.
So if you're not seeing the healing that you're wanting in your life, like it may be that he's working on the inside first. It may be that there's process to it. It may be that you're just not there yet.
Right.
But it's coming. He's doing a new thing. Have you really submitted it to him? Like, have you given it to him? Have you said, this is all yours and you can do with it what you want? Like, I know that talking about physical healing it's a hot button issue. Talking about inner healing is a lot easier to talk about because you can't see it. So there's like, people can say, oh yeah, I'm totally healed. But, you can bluff your way out of it.
Right.
So it's harder to show evidence that it happened or it didn't happen. But I believe that God truly wants to bring physical healing too. And I think that a lot of times there is a spiritual, physical connection. And I believe that the Lord has process in his healing. And he could heal you like that. But the process is really beautiful. And it's a journey. And you're on a journey. And I don't even know how to end this because there is no ending because we don't know where everybody's story is.
Right.
But if God has told you, get up and walk now. Get up and walk.
Get up and walk.
Go get in that pool.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to bow out. You talk now. I know. I'm
I
very
missed, like,
excited.
half of the
No.
conversation.
Well, I was talking about the vines on the back wall. And I basically told that story. And then I talked about the rose bushes. And then I didn't get into the Matt guy until you got back because I didn't want to. Because I wanted to so you've been here for all of healing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talked about former things.
Former things.
Yeah.
My thought on that as I was walking out to help in the bathroom.
Wednesdays are such a fun day.
Yeah. Because you were talking about like, just because he's done something before, it doesn't mean that I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But it made me think of like looking in the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
And we say all the time, like, don't, count your past against you. As you're moving forward, he wants to do a new thing in you. But your rose bushes, it was beautiful.
Right. Yes.
It was beautiful.
Yes.
It was a good thing.
Yeah. It was a miracle. I think every time something blooms, it's a miracle.
It is.
It
I'm
is.
involved
If
with it.
I am involved, it's a miracle. If I have taken ownership and taken over the care of this
If I'm
plant,
the one trying to figure out if sun actually means Texas sun
Yes.
or some other state sun.
it says it likes heat, but
It
does
says
it like
likes
this
full
heat?
sun. But I think it goes both ways.
Mm-hmm.
I really think it goes both ways. There could have been an amazing event, an amazing healing,
Yeah.
an amazing encounter. Like, fill in the blank.
You
A
don't get just
good
one
thing
Yeah.
that happened.
Yes.
You can't keep comparing everything
Yes.
to the good thing that has happened.
Yes.
Your rose bush
Yes.
was beautiful.
Mhm.
Now it's got all the dead things on it. You got to pluck those off.
Mhm.
You've got to shape it. You've got to, fertilize it and water it. But a new thing is coming for that rose bush.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't, last year it just looked so beautiful.
You have to forget it. It says, forget the former things. And I love that in my footnotes, it talks about how this section pictures a new exodus for people once again oppressed.
That's why
so
I
they've
had that
been
thought.
again oppressed. So, but these are the
Because
same
he brought them
Israelites.
out of captivity.
They saw so many miracles.
Yes.
They were fully taken out of. We
Yes.
have talking about the Israelites
Oh, we
so
have.
many times, but they
I don't
saw.
think there's ever a situation that we can't relate ourselves to the Israelites.
I know, but they saw so much.
They saw so much.
But God is saying, forget the former
Forget
things.
those things.
Forget all of that.
Forget the parting of the sea.
Yeah.
Because that's not what I'm going to do again.
No.
But what I'm going to do now is going to be better.
Yeah. That's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Exactly what I said. Because I was talking about my house. I was like, we just walked through a miracle. We got our miracle.
Yes.
But now we're looking at a new miracle
Right.
that we want. And God's saying, okay, forget the
rose
former
bush?
thing. No.
No,
Baby.
baby.
Yeah. I was
Clarifying.
I was praying specifically. I mean, I'm praying for those roses too. Let's be honest. And my new tomato and my strawberries and our
I want
sweet
a
peas
lemon tree.
and our snap trees.
I don't know why, but I want a
would
lemon
love
tree.
A lemon tree.
So, but anyway,
Yes.
and I don't know. Okay, here's my thought on the Pool of Bethesda.
Go
also.
for it. Yes.
Um,
I know we went two different ways, but I feel like they're connected.
It was believed that an angel stirred the water, and if you were the first one in, you were healed, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. There was
But
a reason that they were
something
all around
stirred
that
the
guy.
water.
Yeah.
I think that in actuality, it was like a hot spring that bubbled or something.
Oh, I don't know.
I could be way off theologically,
Honestly, I have-
biblically, like historically, whatever.
Historically.
Of what that pool actually was. But they believe that when it was stirred, you had to be the first one in, which is why he's so defeated all the time, because no one is there to help the crippled, lame man that can't walk get down the steps into the pool. He's never the first one there.
Christine King has an amazing sermon on the guy on with the mat. Take up your mat and walk.
Does she talk about the pool?
Yes.
Because I need more information on the pool.
Yes.
Because my
She
thought
talked
process
specifically
is,
about the pool, but I can't remember.
did it work? Did it even work?
I don't know.
Did he see, for however many years that he is laying at this pool, did he see people get in and experience a healing? Obviously, they weren't lame. Was it some kind of like non-physical thing that they could just run down there and get in first?
I don't
And
know.
it wasn't like, the crippled person never made it, so they never saw the person get up and walk out of the pool. Like, I need more information on previous people that had made it into the water and what happened to them.
I mean, it could have been.
And I forgot where I was going with
have
this.
a lot of natural.
They do have a lot of natural things that are
That
good
are
for all
healing.
kinds of
Healing
remedies.
Yes. Swelling,
Yeah.
gout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if he were to just touch the water, would he have even been healed? I'm wondering how many miracles he saw by people getting into the water, if he saw any, that led him to stay there for so long, waiting and waiting and waiting for this miracle of touching the water and getting in the water to happen to him. But he's presented with a completely different opportunity, with Jesus staring him in the face and telling him to get up and walk. Like, he's having to completely change his thought process and his mentality of how he expected to become healed. And it's not always what we think it's going to look like. It's not always, well, I have to get into you're telling me I don't have to get in the water. Are you going to pick me up and put me in the water? No, you're not. You're just telling me to get up and walk. Like, that would have blown my mind.
Yeah.
If I've lived 38 years thinking either I'm never going to be healed or this is specifically what I have to do to be healed, and then I'm faced with this person that, I've heard of you.
Yeah.
Haven't seen any of it for myself because I've been stuck here trying to get into this pool.
Yes.
But I've heard of you.
Yes.
And now you're just telling me that I'm going to get up and walk.
Right.
Like, he had to
that
completely
full process of like, well, Jesus is going to put me in the water, right?
Right.
No, you're going to walk yourself down to the water.
But he didn't even have to get in the water.
Didn't he go?
No,
he didn't.
He just told him to pick up his mat and walk.
Huh.
Water had nothing to do with it.
No, it didn't. I love that. I love that the thing that you think is going to heal you didn't even
had
do it.
nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it. That is totally.
How many other people at the pool that day received a healing because they witnessed the miracle and believed for themselves in the presence of Jesus Christ?
Yeah, I mean, this is just the one recorded thing. You think Jesus left a whole bunch of people just unhealed?
Yeah.
At the pool?
And he did it in front of the Pharisees.
Right.
On the Sabbath.
Yeah. Because that's how we do.
He was a rule breaker.
Yeah, he is.
Not really. He understood the rule. And the Pharisees didn't.
Truth.
Because the first lame man, he told the Pharisees, go and figure out what this means, that I desire mercy over sacrifice. And they didn't do it, because then later he reprimanded them. If you had have learned what that meant, then you wouldn't be telling me this right now. But you didn't go learning what that meant. So see you guys later. He was all about teaching the Pharisees, which, let's face it, a lot of times we are, and then healing those that needed it. He came for the sick.
Yeah.
He came to heal the sick. He didn't come for the well. He told the Pharisees that. We have to rethink. I got to rethink all the time. And really, he needs to shove me out of the stroller.
Yeah, we need to forget the former things.
Yeah, forget the former thing.
Because he's doing a new thing. But yeah, I don't want to get shoved out of the stroller. No, Lord. If you tell me to get up and walk, even if first tantrum,
I'll learn the new thing.
That'll be it. I'll just do it.
I'll recognize the new thing. Yeah. I feel like I'm lying through my teeth right now. I'll recognize the new thing.
Lord. Okay.
No, just open my eyes to see the new thing.
All right, here.
That's
okay. Yeah. That's what we're going to do.
That's what it is.
That's what we're going to do right now. That is what we are all going to do right now. If you don't want to get thrown out of the stroller and fall down a ravine because you were throwing a temper tantrum because you thought you were going to be riding in the stroller all the way down and up and you didn't want to have to walk.
Yeah.
Man, it all ties together,
it
doesn't
does.
it?
Yeah.
Dang.
Lord, open my eyes to see the new thing.
Jesus. Yes. Lord, give us new eyes for new vision.
Right.
Bring vision to our eyes.
Yeah.
Give us let us see.
New sight.
New sight. Yes,
Yeah.
Jesus. Lord, I do not want to fight
don't wanna-
against you.
I don't want to throw myself down a ravine trying to
please
do it
don't
my
throw
way.
me out of the stroller, Lord. Please don't throw me out of the stroller. Thank you for not throwing me down a ravine.
I feel like I didn't throw my kid down a ravine
No,
out of a
she
stroller.
didn't.
I
She didn't. No, he almost threw himself down a ravine because of the tantrum.
And technically, it's not a ravine. I'm just
No.
calling it that because I have no other word for it.
It was a tiny dip.
Yeah.
It was a little sloping hill,
Yeah.
gently sloping. But it's hard to push an umbrella stroller even in a teeny tiny.
For the picture of this, I
Yeah.
should go with the umbrella stroller and like take a picture of it being thrown into the.
Oh my gosh, yes. Please. Please do that. Please do that.
I'll stand at the bottom of it and have someone throw the stroller, and then I'll take a picture of the stroller like in midair.
Get really down low.
Yeah.
Get so down low and
Yeah.
take a picture up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That would be perfect. Okay, guys. I feel like we covered a ton of ground today. Yeah. Like so much. You're going to watch this and hear things you didn't even know happened.
I know.
Because you weren't in the room
I
for
can't wait
20
to
minutes
listen.
of it. I know. It was me by myself.
Apparently, it went well.
I hope so. I don't know.
We'll find out.
We'll see.
Man.
Oh, follow us on all the social media
things.
at Send Help Podcast. Go to our website, thesendhelppodcast.com. Go to YouTube. Follow us there. Follow us on our friends page
Yes.
at Send Help Friends. Friends
No,
of
it's,
Send Help.
Friends of Send Help Podcast.
Yeah.
It's a long title, but it works.
It really is long. It's so, I don't know why we did that, but
I
now
don't
we
know.
can't fix it. So that's
You
what
can
it
change
is.
a group name.
It is what it is. I don't, but now people know it that though.
Oh, that's true.
You know,
It's true.
lock up your Post-its from your children.
Yeah,
Although God knew what he was doing.
it's true.
There was purpose in his process.
There was. we stopped looking behind and we moved forward this morning.
We did. We forgot
We
the
saw
former
the new
things.
thing.
Oh, we forgot the former things.
Go
because
us.
God was doing a new thing. Who knew? God did.
We did it.
Oh my gosh. We love you. And we will see you next week. Bye.